is up, dope heads? Welcome to Dopetopia. I'm live and I'm at 5:09, and I said I was going live at 5:30, and I figured most people catch it on rewind anyway, because most people, hell, I didn't know I was doing it till a couple hours ago. So I am going to be on here and probably gone before most people show up. But anyway, what is going on today? I am live here in Dopetopia. It is the Dope Show. I got a hodgepodge of shit to show. None of it went with other shit, so I just decided I would get everything together and have a hodgepodge show. We got some CGC shit. We got some superhero shit. We got some Nick Cardy shit. We got some, I don't know, we got some horror shit. We got lots of stuff to show, you know what I'm saying? So it's all across the board. It's a cornucopia of comics. So we're all over the board. And just like that at 5:09, there is Steve Whiting. What is up? What is going on, Stevie Steve? I'm early. I don't expect nobody to be here, but me and you, we'll be the dynamic duo. We got a bunch of stuff to show today. Nothing really went together. It was a hodgepodge, like I was saying. And so I thought I'd get on here real quick and just do a show with no theme. I'm just going to show a bunch of junk. I haven't been on a live show in over a month because the last live show was the greatest comic book show of all time. How you going to top that? I didn't even want to try. I mean, the greatest comic book show of all time? Nothing but down from here, fellas. So if anybody else is on, it'll be the place to go. Is what is up, Chef Skeety? Chef Skeety, what is going on, Chef Skeety? That sounds Italian. I like Italian. Lasagna is my favorite dish. I like spaghetti a lot. I really like them little garlic rolls, garlic knots. I don't even know if you're an Italian chef. What kind of chef are you, Chef Skeety? Don't know. Let's find out, Chef Skeety. Show me that pre-code horror, brother. Well, I might just go over and grab some since you're here, Steve. I got a book I got pulled, people been asking about. And this book, I'll just show it first since you're here, Steve. And then I'll go get you some pre-code horror. But this book right here, the pre-code horror people love. I'm not surprised how many people love this book. I showed this book one time, and people were wild over it. The pre-code horror people love it. The Bronze Age people love it. Superhero people love it. Horror people love it. Everybody loves it. They love this House of Secrets 92. So I told them I'd show them this again. It's in a 5.0, all black cover. Hard to get a high grade in this mofo. But we got the beautiful redhead on the cover. You know, she's fire crotch. We got my man back there, Swamp Thing. We got the full moon back there, 15 center. We've already out of order. But that's how Dopetopia works. We're just throwing shit out, doing stuff. We ain't got none of the questions yet, but we've already showed one House of Secrets 92. And let's see what's going on. First question of the day was from Mary D's off of IG. She said, who's my favorite wrestler? Because I'm always having to get off here on Wednesday night and go watch some AEW. My favorite wrestler, if you're talking of all time, it's got to be the Great Muta. I love the Great Muta. I love the Fabulous Freebirds. I love Joe LeDuc. I love a lot of those old wrestlers. Y'all have to Google these people. This is back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Joe LeDuc was a great wrestler. So you got to watch him. You got to watch Great Muta. You got to watch Fabulous Freebirds. Who else? I like the Missing Link. Missing Link was a bad mofo. If you're talking new wrestlers, I'm part of the Bang Bang Club. I like Bullet Club Gold. But anyway, also quite a question from OEP Warcraft Hero. What's the superhero you can't stand? Well, I don't like, hold your ears, everybody, but I don't like no X-Men. I don't like no Fantastic Four. I don't like Thor. So there you go. People I cannot stand. So what is up, K-Pop Junkie, the greatest girl artist of all time, space, and travel? Anyway, the Hulkometer is out. I know it looks like a fried chicken box, and it was part of a fried chicken box, but with my intelligent brain, I created the Hulkometer. I am on my way to my Hulk number 1. As you see by the black area, we've added to the funds. As of 6/10, we're about almost halfway there, guys, to the Hulk 1. And if you know anything about a Hulk 1, Hulk 1s are not cheap. So the Hulkometer is on the way up. So that's what we're doing with the Hulkometer. We got that going out because we own 2 through 6. I can't just quit with that. My OCD won't let me. I got to have one. You know what I'm saying? You got to have one for the Hulkometer. And as you can see, the ink pen didn't write too well because this is chicken grease on this box. You know, this thing was a 5-piece chicken strip, macaroni and cheese, buttery biscuit, and some mashed potatoes, I guess. But ink don't write too good on that. But that's what you do here in the South. You just make shit out of shit. So anyway, speaking of the Hulkometer, this is my second time collecting comic books. My first time, like most people, when I was young and before I got into rock bands and before I started hanging out around the bleachers smoking and carrying on and looking at girls, I like comic books. But when I found all that, comic books disappeared and I sold my collection. And the very first comic book I ever bought with my own money was this Hulk 377. So this has always been a comic book close to my heart. How can you get away from Hulk 377? You know what I'm saying? Hulk 377. Beautiful, iconic cover. I don't like the Smart Hulk that's in here. It's the first Smart Hulk. I'm more of a Hulk smash guy. But, this is the comic book cover. So when I sold my collection, I went on about 15. I didn't get back into comic books till 2019. So when I got back into comic books, this was the comic book I missed the most. My original Hulk 377. And there's variants of this cover. There's 2 or 3 different colors, shades of green. But this is the one I had originally. And I wish I still had this book. But I don't have this book. So the story goes, this is the book I missed. So one day I was in Walmart. I was working from home. I was not seeing any adults for months at a time because my wife works late at night. And it's just me and 2 kids. And I was working from home. And I needed a new hobby. I needed something to do and just happened to go down the right Walmart lane. And there ain't but one Walmart lane that's got comic books, trading cards, Pokemon, all that shit. And I look at the bottom row and I see this. And it reminded me of the old days and how much I loved this. So I was like, hey, that reminds me of my 377. So I bought this. And because of this and this, Dopetopia was born. And we got the Dope Flakes. We got all this because of, Dope Flakes is a cereal champions, and it's made of real corn out of Dopetopia. So we wouldn't have Dope Flakes. We wouldn't have none of this Dopetopia Orba if it wasn't for these. Is Orba even a word? Is it like orbs of Dopetopia? What is going on, Jacob? Jacob is my man. He's a big Swamp Thing fan. I was on here showing Jacob. I don't think you got to see it, but before you got here, we showed the old House of Secrets 92. I know you're a Swamp Thing man. I know you like Swamp Thing #1 the best, and I kind of like the cover of House of Secrets because I'm a horror guy and really like House of Secrets. But I do like Swamp Thing 1 too, Jacob. So me and you still cool. Let's see here. Who else I see? There's Jimmy G. What is up, Jimmy G? Welcome to Dopetopia. But anyway, what else we got down here? So I was looking through the back issues, and I've always, I'm a DC guy. Like all the old 70s stuff, 12-cent issues, the 15-cent issues, and I came across a stack of Teen Titans. I don't know nothing about the Teen Titans, but I know about Nick Cardy, and I was going through all these Teen Titans, and every time I get to a good cover, hell, it'd be Nick Cardy. Hell, I should have known it. But anyway, if you're still on here, K-Pop, you might like some of this artwork. So I picked these up. These are some Teen Titan covers, and I got the best ones out because they just happen to all be my man, Nick Cardy. That is Teen Titans number 14. We got a Teen Titans number 15. Got that motorcycle busting that glass at somebody's ass. Look at them. They all freaking out. Because here comes the Road King. I don't know what kind of villain that is on a motorcycle wearing a red scarf, but I like it. Captain Rumble. You don't fuck with Captain Rumble. This is probably first ever Captain Rumble. I'm telling you now, I don't do spec, but you better go out and get the first ever Captain Rumble. It's going to be worth a lot of money one day. Captain Rumble. It's going to be the new guy going against Superman, I guess. I don't know. Get you some Captain Rumble. Anyway, we got this one. Like this cover. Dark covers, but popping colors. You know what I'm saying? So we got this one. And then we got 20. They about to get beat up. This, as you see, Titans fit the Battle of Jericho. This dude here's got a sewer pipe. He ain't playing. Now, when you see people run at you in the alleyway with a sewer pipe, bad things are coming. Bad things. Now for my favorite cover. The one that made me buy what I bought. This right here is the cover. Now, I don't know how many of y'all from the South that know anything about guns, but I don't know nothing about Teen Titans. But when I hear Kid Flash, I would think Kid Flash is pretty fast. I would think, but let me just tell you, this guy here, Skis of Death. He's got a bolt action Marlin 30-30. One shot. And that motherfucker killed everybody. Flash wasn't fast enough. Girl in the red, Wonder Woman Jr., whoever she is, wasn't fast enough. This Peter Pan looking motherfucker wasn't fast enough. Robin, he's deader than a corn cob. Single shot, Marlin 30-30. How in the hell you kill 4 superheroes with a damn single shot Marlin 40-40 bolt action? I don't know how he did it, but you don't mess with Skis of Death. He is a bad motherfucker, and if you ain't got the first Skis of Death, you better go out and get this. This is Teen Titans 24. Nick Cardy special. Look at that guy. He's got that nerdy sweater. You ain't gonna say nothing about him when he's holding that Marlin. You ain't gonna say nothing. That damn dude is ugly. He like he been eating pumpkin through a chain link fence. You won't mess with him. He's born on dog food and dope. Anyway, that's all my Titans I picked up. So let's see what else we got going on. Jacob thinks everything's funny. Oh, K-pop. Oh, I don't know what that means. I guess she's so excited about the artwork. Oh, all right. Grave covers. Anyway, next let's get into some horror. That's what I'm known for. That's what I love. You know what I mean? That and Pabst Blue Ribbon. But anyway, let's look at some horror books. This book right here is right up K-pop's alley. She's from Detroit. And the Juggalos are from Detroit. This looks like I ought to be doing a little shorts with it. Playing a little ICP or something. Look at that clown. Look at that wicked clown. There's lightning in the sky back there. Little girl with her teddy bear. Big boy got his knife. I mean, look at that. Look at it. That's what I'm talking about. Who let her open the door anyway? You know what I'm saying? Where's her mama at? Her mama's probably at the bar. Then we got this Dracula I found. I pick up these Tomb of Draculas anytime I see them. This is Tomb of Dracula 24. And if you look close, she's got a stamp on her back. And she's got one up here across her breast. So somebody wanted to stamp this where they'd be able to read it or where people would be looking, I guess. But I like stamps. Tramp stamps or regular stamps. I don't care. But, oh me. He can party with the Juggalos. I don't know how she reached the handle. She's awful short. Let's see. She might be able to reach the handle or that light switch. Her head's about level with that handle. But where's the screen door at? They don't have no screen door up north. They got them in the south. This thing ain't got no screen door on it. Raining like that, no screen door. But this is Tomb of Dracula number 24. 24. And damn, when I see this cover, it's a beautiful book. It's a black cover. I think of Hell's Bells, AC/DC when I see it. This cover is blacker than black. This is a high-grade book. Hardly anything wrong with it. It's probably a 9.0 or so. Look how pretty that is. Ghostly Tales. This is Ghostly Tales number 116. K-pop. This would be good done in some graphite. If you could just do this with a pencil, and there should be a lot of shading, but this looks like something that should be done in graphite. Just get out your page. Got you this caveman. He's got the bell. He's got the bat wings. He's got the torch. The only color on the whole cover is the torch. But this is a beautiful graphite piece with a good black background. As you see, no creases nowhere on this bad boy. Look at that cover. Look how pretty it is. And you can look at it two ways. You can look at it like this is a beautiful book that's been taken care of, or you can just tell the truth. This is a Charlton, and the story ain't worth the fuck. It probably ain't worth reading. Probably never been opened. because the inside of Charlton's is usually garbage. Sorry, guys, I like Charlton. I love Charlton because I'm weird like that. But the inside of them, their stories ain't too great. So nobody probably ever read this book. This is Ghostly Tales, number 116. Hard to believe they got that far. 12 issues a year, 116. That's a lot of issues. Now, this book gets on my nerves. I love my DC horror. I love my, House of Mysteries, House of Secrets. I love my Witching Hours. I love Ghost. But this is different than any other Ghost I've ever seen. Why'd they go with a red for? Red don't look like the Ghost books. It's the only one that pops, the only one that sticks out like this. Because look how red it is. It's red. I mean, come on now. I like redheads, but I don't like this red. It's got a pink DC up here. It don't really fit. You know what I'm saying? It's too red. Should have been a different color. That's what I'm thinking. This thing here, Terrifying Fight. Wings of Death with Dr. 13. Dr. 13 sounds like a wrestler I'd see up here for the VFW. Up here by my house, we got Saw Wrestling. You ever heard of Saw Wrestling? Saw Wrestling. Southern All-Star Wrestling. It's a cut above the rest. And it's usually just a bunch of old men that missed out on the dream, and now they're plumbers, or they work at the local factory, and they come down there on the weekend, they put on a mask, and they call themselves Dr. 13 or something, and you can see their tattoos, and later they wrestle as a good guy without the mask on, and the same damn tattoos. But anyway, this is Ghost number 96. So that is Ghost 96. Oh, me, what is going on, Hialeah? Hialeah, my Miami brother. I was down his way May 27th. I was sitting in a pool drunk in Miami at a resort called the Diplomat. And I was looking around, and that's where I decided to come up with this dream, the Hulk meter. This is where I said, you know what? I'm going to save for a Hulk number 1. I was in Miami, drunk, in a pool, Thongville, and I was sitting there, and I said, you know, if I can come to Miami and do this kind of stupid shit, I'm going to quit spending my money, and I'm going to save for a Hulk 1. Miami comes and goes, but the Hulk 1 will live forever. And as you can tell, the meter is going up. I'm almost halfway to my Hulk 1. So thanks, Hialeah and Miami, for making the dream come true. So that is what's going on. And what is up, Trev, the shipping guru? What are you shipping, guru? Man, you shipping a lot of comics or something, Trev? What you up there shipping? Hialeah is rocking. Honorable goal. It is a goal. It must be attained. You know, my birthday, we just had my birthday. I got money for my birthday. We just had Father's Day. I got some more money for Father's Day. I've been working. I've been getting paid. What else? I got money for something else. But everything I get, putting it towards Hulk 1. My goal for this year was to get Hulk 2 through 6. And I did that in like 2 months. But now I got to have that number 1. You know what I'm saying? Got to have the number 1. So I ship sports cards and memorabilia. Trev, I need to show you my sports card collection. When I was younger, I collected nothing but sports cards. Started collecting in 1987 with the Topps baseball, wood borders. And I was 10 years old. My teacher got me into collecting sports cards. And now I've got 1933 Babe Ruth cards. I've got anything you could think of, anybody's rookie you could think of in basketball. I've got it from Michael Jordan to, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, you name it. I've got it. I've got it. I'm done collecting sports cards. George Mikan, you name it. My favorite card in my collection is probably my 1957 Topps Bill Russell rookie. So I got a Bob Cousy 57 too. It's pretty nice. But anyway, we're not here to talk about cards. We're here to talk about comics, guru. I know I asked you about it though, didn't I? Anyway, got to get that Hulk. You right, Steve. I got to get it. I got to get it. And I'm just going to tell my wife when she gets mad, I'm like, I got to have it. I got to have it. It ain't nothing I can control. I've got to have it. I mean, I don't want it. I got to have it. I mean, there's certain things you got to have. If she spent $4,000 for a Nitromatic mattress or whatever the hell the thing was called, and it keeps you cool at night and can be firm, and it helps with it keeps me from snoring and all this bullshit. I can spend $15,000 on a Hulk comic the way I see it. It's only fair. Hell, I don't need a purple pillow. Things are hundreds of dollars, and she buys shit like that all the time. Purses and shoes and trips to Miami and Nutramatic or some shit for a $4,000 mattress for the condo, and we're always at the house, even at the condo. I'm trying to make myself feel better about buying this Hulk, so it's making me feel better. Anyway, what is going on? What is going on? Jimmy. Do I need House of Secrets Haunted House 1? Secrets of Haunted House. I don't know if I need Secrets of Haunted House 1. There's a Secrets of Haunted House and there's a Secrets of Sinister House. I'd have to look through my stash and see what I have. You got it, Jimmy? Sure you do, Jimmy. Looking down here is a Ghost 26 I picked up. And it's a badass cover. Look at that. Ghost 26. Dude's asleep. Red dress in distress. D Cup comes walking in, trying to give her man some loving. And next thing you know, Dr. Death has killed the motherfucker. Spectre. What the hell? Spectre in the Flames. Dark Destiny. The Freaky Phantom. So there's some weird stories in these ghost books. So his collar's a little too big. It's hard to see sideways when you wear a collar that big. It's not a good size. You're liable to get cheap shot. Little sucker punch coming on. You know what I'm saying? But that guy's dead. She's too late. She's too late. Dr. Death got him. Oh, man. Of course, high grade. Jimmy, ain't got to be high grade. You one of them high grade people, Jimmy? Some people love high grade. I love complete. I like used, but not abused. You know what I'm saying? I like tramp stamps, and I like a little writing on them here or there. Billy G's book, whatever. It don't matter to me. It just shows it was loved. But I don't want one that was abused. But I don't mind one that's been read 100 times. It just shows just the history of the book. If you get 2 9/8, they're just alike. But if you got a 3/5 and I got a 3/5, they're different. You know what I mean? Yours could have a color crease. Mine could have a tear. They're snowflakes. 3/5s, 2/5s, 1.8s. They're different. They're all snowflakes in time. Oh, me. I got a Ghost 3, number 2, high grade. Ghost 3. Jimmy, you the man. Jimmy. I always see your women dancing on Brian LCS's channel. You gotta love the Ghost. Jimmy loves the Ghost. I love the Ghost. And right here's another Ghost. Here is a Ghost of Dr. Graves, number 19. Look at that. Ghost of Dr. Graves. Out of the tomb, out of the womb. This dude from the 70s with that afro is going down. This is another Charlton. This is a 15 center. It's probably 70s. It's a good looking book. Always in good shape to get these Charlton because nobody's reading them. You know what I'm saying? So that is that. Let me grab another handful of books over here. I told you I'd show somebody want to see some pre-code horror. So let me get the pre-code horror over here. Oh shit, people. Shit falling everywhere. Stuff's falling. I got a pre-code horror box right here. All graded CGC. We're live on the air. We're doing it live. So let's just see what I pull out of here. First thing in the box is this magazine's Haunted number 2. It's a 7.5. And it is from 1951. So it's a beautiful book. And it got a stamp right across there. And it's a 7.5 from 1952. And since I hit this magazine's haunted, that means the next couple will be this magazine's haunted. Here's this magazine's haunted number 4. Red dress in distress. She got the smeared eyeliner. She got Mr. Indiana Jones over here with his torch looking for her. And this zombie's actually got some sense. He's like, shut up, bitch. Don't be talking. Don't be talking, giving away my spot. So he's actually got a little bit of brain left. He's unlike most zombies. Most zombies can't even think. And this one right here is number 4 from 1952 as well. So this magazine is haunted in a 4.0. Let's see what else we can find down in here. Here's this magazine, Haunted number 5. This is my favorite cover. We got another red dress in distress. We got this woman, she's out trying to buy this house. And she finds out why the house is, I found out why the house is only $43,000. The damn thing's haunted. I mean, I love these double doors going out on my deck. Fuck, if there's a ghost, a skeleton ghost living in there, I don't want it. And this is a swamp-ass skeleton ghost. And this thing is swampy. He's mini swampy. He's got a couple of dreads left. He's got some old rug-ass coat on. His ribs is showing. He's swampy. He stinks. And she's decided she don't want this house no more. $43,000 is about $43,000 too much for this house. I'm not living in here. Humid. It's in the swamp. Got swampy ass skeletons in it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Oh me. Jimmy loves the girl. Jimmy, you love ghosting girls. GG. Ain't nothing matter with living ghosting girls. Jimmy loves the ghost and the girls. And Steve over here, Steve's all off in some Grimm's ghost stories. I love me some Grimm's ghost stories. I love all that Golden Key, all the Dale, all the Whitman, all that kind of stuff. The Ripley's, believe it or not. What else we got? We got Ripley's, believe it or not. We got ghost stories. We got some Boris Karloff. All that stuff's going on. Hey, yo, what's up, Biggie? What's going on, my man? Oh, me. What's going on? He's doped up. We all doped up here at Dopetopia. That's what we're doing. Oh, we got Brian, local comic stud, LCS. What is going on, local comic stud? Looking pretty studly today, I'm sure. I like watching you at Robone. You got that microphone. Yeah. Hey, whatever you say. I don't know how it goes, but it gets me fired up in the mornings. And I like my bacon crunchy, too. Anyway, let's get on with looking at some books. I can't even remember who it was that wanted to see some pre-code horror, but I went and got some pre-code horror. The box was heavy, so that's what we're doing. We're looking at pre-code horror. My brother Steve White, he's the one that showed me that pre-code horror, brother. I planned on being off here already, but we're going to be looking at some pre-code horror now. Let's see what else we got in the box. Oh, we got a from 1951 Ghost one. This is a different ghost. Or is this the ghost you was talking about? Somebody's talking about a ghost one. Was you talking about the DC ghost? Or was you talking about this beautiful fiction house ghost? Oh, me. This is my man, Maurice Whitman. As you can tell, if you look at this close, another damn red dress in distress. We got this ghost, fine detailed ghost. And we got this good girl art, all combined into one. So we got this detailed ghost turning into clouds. And we got the swirl effect around her. And you can see the tombstones are swirly. The clouds are swirly. And we got the Banshee Bells, it says down here. She's in a dreamlike state. And most people don't notice it, but she's got that little 45 she hides in her bra right there. At 45 with that 9-round clip. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we got that going on in here. And usually when you hit a patch of something in these books here, they're all the same thing. So, yep, we got another ghost. Ghost number 2. Ghost number 2 and a 2.5. Finally, we got something besides a red dress in distress. We got some gold lingerie, kind of see-through. We got this ghostly figure in the background, looking all scary. She's waking up. We got some dreams. The dreams are falling down. She's waking, and maybe we could get somebody to explain what the hell is going on here. I don't know what's going here. I need an artist. I need somebody to explain to me what the hell is going on here. Maybe K-pop. She's already gone, I'm sure, but somebody like that needs explaining what's going on, because only an artist knows. What are these things doing? I call them dreams. They're just sinking. Ben, City of Compton, what's going on, brother? We're looking at pre-code horror because somebody requested some. Here's Ghost number 4, my favorite cover of Ghost. She is committing suicide. She's an innocent little girl. The demons are all telling her to jump, jump, jump. And if you tilt the book the way it's supposed to go, she's already falling off the building's edge. Boop. But they're all telling her to jump. She's scared. But she's gone. She's jumped. All these are Maurice Whitman. Maurice Whitman's my favorite artist from back in the day. Jimmy G said DC Ghost. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, me. Dope had been into those dope flakes. Dope flakes. That's what's for breakfast. It's fun with flakes, kids. 6 ounces of dope flakes, 6 ounces of red top milk, get you 6 ounces of knowledge. And remember, kids, on them good old days where you got a test, 12 ounces of dope flakes, 12 ounces of red top milk for 12 ounces of knowledge. Made with real corn out of Dopetopia. Remember, kids, it's fun with flakes. All right, enough of that. What do we got here? We got a Ghost Comic 6. Ghost Comic 6. Red dress in distress. We got the girl back there tied up. She's burning with love. She's a fire crotch. We got this old ghoul. He can't do nothing for her. He don't have the magic blue pill. He's like, what do? I got to tie her down because she's burning with love. She would hurt him. He's trying to stop her from getting hurt. Tie her up. She's a fire crotch. She'll hurt me. This dude back here, he don't understand. He's got a gun out. He thinks the old ghoul's kidnapped her, but he ain't kidnapped her. He's trying to keep her from hurting herself. She's a fire crotch. So, if you don't know the curse of the fire crotch, it's a bad thing. Do you collect famous monsters? I do collect famous monster magazines. I collect any kind of old 70s and 60s magazines I can find. I really like, my favorite person is Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I love Frankie, and I love the Mummy, and we got Werewolf. So I like all the Universal stuff. I like Godzilla. Where the hell's Godzilla? I collect all that stuff. Anytime I find it, I buy it up. Except for right now, because I'm saving up for that Hulk 1. And that Hulk 1 ain't cheap. Matt Woods Comics. What a dope cover. Hell, that's what we do here in Dopetopia, Matt Woods. We show dope comics. Well, look at what I pull out of the box. Out of night number 8 from 1953, there's 7 in existence, and here's one. This is a 2.0. It's the second lowest graded one on the registry. There's a 1.5 on the registry. This is a 2.0. There's only 7 known to exist that's graded. CGC has graded over 10 million comics. They've been open since 2000, and they've only graded 7 of these. So less than one of, they get one of these less than a year. Almost 2, it goes about 2 years before they see a copy of this. And when they do see a copy of this, they've graded 1 million other books since then. So these are really, literally 1 in a million. So this is a 2.0. Only 7 of these known to exist. And I got 2. I got 2 2.0s. So out of the 7 known to exist, I got 2, always looking for the other 5. I'm going to buy them all. So I got 2 copies out of night 8. My first copy's got a rip. Rip right there. That's how I know which one's the first one. Then I bought this one. And I will buy the rest if I find them. We'll do 5 more before I get off here. Here's a Web of Evil, number 8. Pink cover. Who would think Pink would work in a pre-code horror day? But it's working. I mean, this guy is choking. He is choking. It looks like he's in the city of New York somewhere. Out here, people playing street ball. We've got a skeleton warrior that's about 10 stories tall behind him. Well, let's not exaggerate. He's 5 stories tall. And he's making this dude choke on his own fist. How could this be? That is the power of the Grim Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. Come on, baby. Somebody fears the Reaper. I'm afraid of him. Motherfucker is 50 foot tall. But that is the Reaper. 4 more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 11 boxes of pre-code over there, but we're only looking through some of them today. This here is Phantom Witch Doctor, 1952. Number one and the only one. There is no number second issue. If you look close, you can see the skulls in his eyeballs. We got good girl art. We got the horror art, all coming together to make the perfect comic gumbo. What do you get when you combine good girl art with detailed horror? Perfect comic gumbo. That's what you get right here. And this one here, 1952. Beautiful book. This is not an expensive book. This book here you can get for under $5. Find you one of these. It's history, people. History. Find you one of those. How many more did I say we was going to do? Let's do 3 more. This is Tomb of Terror 16. Last book in the Tomb of Terror run and the hardest book to find. Took me a long time to find a copy of this. There's only one copy on eBay, and it looked like it was ran over by a steam grater. What is a steam grater? I don't know. I guess it's a cross between a road grater and a steamroller. But anyway, it looked like it had been pulled behind a car down a dirt road. It was all mangled and beat up, and I still almost bought it. But then one day, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was getting ready for work. I was sitting on the commode, had a turtle head, and then I saw this. And turtle head came right out. Just shit everywhere because I've been looking for this for over a year. This is it. Tomb of Terror, number 16 in a 4.0. Going. Another red dress in distress. The Tunnel of Love. And you tell this ain't the first time this water zombie had ever killed. He's going to kill again. So, we'll do 2 more books. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on. It's a rabbit hole that can such a good person down. Amazing way to collect. Pre-code horror. I've got every pre-code horror book I would ever want except for 2. Maybe after my Hulk 1, because Hulk to me is what started all this. I do a lot of pre-code horror, and what started the pre-code horror was the first monster ever in my life. Incredible Hulk was the first monster ever in my life. When I was young, I'm in a small town, and the scariest comics I could get was the Hulk and like Punisher. It's 2 edgiest things I could find. And it just grew into a love of horror. It all started with the Hulk. So after I get my Hulk this year, Mask 1 and 2 is the only 2 books I need to finish up all my pre-code horror. So Mask 1 and 2 will probably be on the radar for next year. Mask 1 and 2 LB Cole covers, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, me. Anyway, let's look at a couple more. Let's look at one of my favorite pre-code horror books of all time. This is a Krypton copy. This is Beyond One, the Pedigree. Really, really rare book. This is a 6.5 Pedigree Krypton copy. Get on eBay right now. Type in Beyond One, and you will not find this book. You will not find this book. Usually these sell about 1 a year, if that. Took me a couple years to find this copy. I wanted any copy I could find. I would like to have a graded copy, but then somehow I came across the greatest copy of this book ever to exist, a 6.5 Krypton copy, the only Pedigree copy. The highest book ever is a 7, and it's not a Pedigree, so I'd rather have this 6.5 beautiful Pedigree book. Look at them ugly fingernails. Look at that overbite or underbite, where the hell it's called. Look at them bloodshot eyes. There's not a better werewolf cover in the world. This is the greatest werewolf cover of all time. It's also my favorite book of all time as far as werewolf covers. Probably my favorite pre-code horror book of all time. So we got lucky by pulling this box. Most people have never seen this book. Very rare. Like I said, save it. Get on your eBay and save Beyond One. And then just let me know whenever you see one pop up. I'll be talking to you in about 500 days. And if I ever do see another pop up, I'll buy it too. But anyway, this is The Werewolf Strikes. Very rare, very low census. You can find one, get you one. Beautiful book. Hard to beat this book. I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but we'll do one more book. We'll do two more books because both of these next two are really cool. Here is Witchcraft number 5. Love this book. Love it a lot. As you can see, we got some bones down here. We got this green ghoul, and we got this beautiful redhead. Red dress in distress. I have a copy of this. Metarog's got a copy of this. And my man Mancave's got a copy of this. It's not the rarest book. I think it's about 30 on the census. That's a whole lot less than fucking Amazing Spider-Man 300 or Hulk 181, I tell you. Anyway, very rare book if you look at it from them standpoints of what most people collect. It's not real rare if you're considering, pre-code horror, because I'm used to stuff being in single digits. But there's 30 of these on the census, 30 something. It is Witchcraft number 5. Beautiful book. Mine's a 3.5. What can I tell you about this book? It's a Kelly Freas cover. It's a painted cover. It's the only cover Kelly Freas ever did in pre-code horror. Kelly Freas is known for doing Star Trek covers. Kelly Freas is also Metarog's favorite artist. So, cool cover. This is a really cool book. We'll do one more. One more. Jimmy says, wow! That Witch of Death. Gotta get that. Witch of Death? The hell is a Witch of Death? I don't know what the Witch of Death is. Probably the Phantom Witch Doctor, number 1, probably. That's probably the one you're talking about. Anyway, last book of the day. Last book of the day. Very rare. I think there might be 5 or 6 of these on these census. You can look it up, Google it, do what the fuck you got to do. I know it's under 10. I ain't looked in a while. But it is Prize Comics number 53, and this book is from 1945. This is pre-horror. This is before pre-horror. But I consider it a horror cover. It is a book that took me a long time to find. Like I said, this is Prize Comics 53 from 1945. And it is a beautiful devil. And it's Southern style devil. He looks like Colonel Sanders. He's got the cool goatee. He's got the crazy bushy eyebrows. He's got the horned flared hair. He's got the bow tie like he's running a plantation or something. And you got to remember, back in 45, there was no TV. The TV didn't come out till like 1955. So there was no TV. In 1945, there was no NFL. Boxing was huge. Boxing was like one of the biggest forms of entertainment back in the day. It was like one of the biggest sports, horse racing and boxing. And you got to remember, back then, comics, newspaper, and the radio was your only form of media. So boxing was a big deal. So this is a boxing story. We got this devil on here. Probably around 6 of these known to exist in the world. Graded. There you go. It is Prize Comics number 53. And this is a beautiful book. Devil book. If you can find you one of these, find you one of these, because it takes me a long time to find these books, and they cost me a lot of money when I do find them. But all that's on hold right now because we're doing the Incredible Hulk. And the Incredible Hulk's probably going to cost me about $15,000, and I'm about halfway there now. I'm going to turn around and give $15,000 to some stranger. So I would like to find one at a Comic-Con. That way I don't have to pay taxes on it. Taxes on $15,000 is a lot. So I don't want an ungraded one. I don't want a coverless one. I don't want one missing wraps. I don't want one. It's got to be blue label, low grade. I just saw a 1.0 sell for $9,000. I've seen 1.5 sell for about $13,000. And I'm hoping to be able to get me one for about $15,000. I don't know what the grade's going to be, but we will have to find out. But I hope y'all guys have had a good show. I hope you have a good time. I've been on here 45 minutes. I plan on staying about 10 minutes and just showing off some of my uh, pickups for the last couple of days. But, got to give the people what they want. Somebody wanted to see a few pre-codes, so I told Steve I'd get out some pre-code for him. So that's what we did. We got out the pre-code, had a good show, and until next time, dope heads, I will see you again beneath a blackened sky.